Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world.
Well, hello, little friends. Good to have you back with us as we continue in our Bible reading time. And as you can see, Rachel and Jacob have agreed to come back once again. So why don't you say hello, Rachel?
Hi.
And tell us a little bit more. I know you introduced Jacob last week, but what's your favorite hobbies? What do we've been having to go through this quarantine. So what did you do during this shelter in place?
Well, Gene, I played a lot of board games with my brother and my family.
Very nice. So what was your favorite board game?
I really liked the game Clue.
Clue. What's that one about?
You try to figure out, it's a murder mystery game. You try to figure out who was murdered in what room.
Okay, very good, very good. And Jacob, did you like these games?
They were okay.
They were okay? Which one was your favorite?
I can't really choose a favorite.
Okay.
They're all good.
Okay, all right. So, were you good at Clue?
I was terrible.
You were terrible. Oh,
I lost every round.
Well, that's okay, but the more you play, the better you get. It's like your soccer. You probably weren't real good at goalie when you first started, but the more you practiced, you got better at it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So now it's time to read, and it's interesting as I look at you two. We're talking about Zacchaeus and him being small, okay? Around people, things. Have you ever felt small?
Yeah, my friends are really tall, and so I always feel really short around them.
Okay, well, what did you do to overcome that fear of being small?
Whenever they sit down, I stand up.
Oh, well, okay. Did that make you taller or the same height?
Well, it just made me feel taller.
Okay, very good. Jacob, did you ever feel small?
Yeah. A lot of my classmates are way taller than me.
Oh, wow. So how did you overcome that feeling of being small?
I haven't really done that yet. No.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that will come in time, Jacob.
I'm still really short.
Yeah. The older you get, the taller you get. Okay? All right. Well, let's read about Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was he was too little to reach high things. He was too little to see over big things. Zacchaeus one day almost didn't get to see Jesus because he was too little. Jesus is coming down the street, somebody said. Let's go out to see him. Now, Zacchaeus wanted to see what Jesus looked like, but so when other people hurried outside, Zacchaeus hurried too. The little street was full of daddies and mommies and grandpas and grandmas and uncles and aunts and boys and girls and friends, all wanting to see Jesus. Here he comes, a man shouted. Here comes Jesus now. I see him. I see him. Zacchaeus tried to see too. First he looked this way, then he looked that way. But there were too many people, and Zacchaeus was too little. He couldn't see Jesus at all. What shall I do? Zacchaeus thought. I know. I'll run and climb the big tree. Then I can see him. Too little Zacchaeus started to run. Go, Zacchaeus, go fast. He came to the tree. Climb, Zacchaeus, climb fast. Now Zacchaeus was up high. He could see the daddies coming and the mommies and the grandpas and the grandmas and the uncles and the aunts, the boys and girls and the friends. And then Zacchaeus saw Jesus. Jesus stopped at the big tree. He looked up right at Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus, he said, hurry, come down. I'm coming to your house. Well, too little Zacchaeus did hurry. He went down that tree fast, and then happy Zacchaeus took Jesus home for dinner. So what did you think, Rachel? What did you think about that story? What did you learn?
I learned that Jesus knows and loves all of us.
Ooh, very good. Yeah. And what about you, Jacob? What did you learn?
Jesus always loves you, and he knows everything about you.
Oh, very good. And that's true, little friends. Jesus knew Zacchaeus. He knew Zacchaeus was in that tree. He even knew Zacchaeus' name. You know what, little friends? Jesus knows your name too. He knows you and knows where you are all the time. So, little friends, why don't you talk to mom and dad and grandpa and grandma this week and talk to them about how Jesus knows you. You're never too little for Jesus. Jesus always knows where you're at, and he definitely knows your name. So, little friends, I hope you enjoyed this time with us this week, and I look forward to our next time of gathering, and we hope that we can spend more time with you week to week. So, little friends, Rachel, Jacob, let's tell our friends bye.
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 Have a great week, little friends.